What up, what's happening, everybody? My name is Charles Blades, and this is the Current Gaming Podcast. I am joined today by Cheyenne, Clark, how's it going?
Hello.
Aaron Weeks.
Hi there.
And everybody's favorite meme factory, David Morgan. How's it going, bud?
How's it going? I was supplying the memes just a few minutes ago.
Alright, so what does this mean? I refuse to watch any of these videos.
It's gonna be like, by the time this goes up, everybody's like, oh, that fucking dead meme. It's the Crash Woe meme.
I love it.
Chris O'Neill did a shitty voice, and then a guy animated Crash doing it in a cutscene. That's it. That's the whole joke. And it's just been... It's one of those very easily modified memes, which makes them good.
Yeah,
like Dat Boy and shit.
Yeah, putting it into other things makes it even better.
Exactly.
So we have a cool show for you this week. We're going to talk about some Persona stuff, some Overwatch stuff, but we're going to start on a little kind of a serious note. David's favorite site, Polygon, and their video producer, Nick Robinson, who I actually am a big fan of, who has done videos. He has a video series with Griffin McElroy called Car Boys. Apparently, he's like a scumbag piece of shit, is the word. Because he's been sending a bunch of lewd and sexually harassing text messages to a bunch of women in the gaming industry. And Chris Grant, the EIC at Polygon, tweeted yesterday. He said, "I've heard the allegations regarding Nick Robinson, and I'm taking them seriously. Nick has been suspended pending a thorough Vox Media inquiry into the incident." Yeah. I don't know how much you guys care about Nick Robinson or anything like that, but yeah, you guys.
But you're a fan of him, you said,
yeah.
or you were a fan
of him. He's basically their video team. All of their their YouTube site and their main site are literally different sites. They're not the same thing in any way. And he was the head of the video stuff. He was the most recognizable person in that regard.
Well, I'm glad they're taking it seriously. It's kind of like Power Bottom when
you're Power Bottom.
When you are surrounded by people who care about that kind of thing and who don't victim blame, and then you fuck around like that, when people take it as seriously as they should.
Situation where Bill O'Reilly stays there for 30 years.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Cheyenne, how do you feel about this? You have the unique perspective of not having a penis like the rest of us, so
that makes me unique.
And if you want to give us your take on this.
Yeah, I mean, it's always weird when these things come out because you're like, oh, it's just a normal person, because you kind of expect, people to be obviously sexual offenders, but then someone that you kind of know and respect and that you watch all the time and that you see participating in the community, and then you realize, they've been doing some kind of awful things in the behind the scenes. It's really terrible to hear about that.
Nobody's immune from being a piece of shit.
Right.
Aaron, our resident piece of shit, how do you feel about this?
I feel
not
great
that you're
about
sexually harassing anybody. I don't want to get that twisted, but you're just a piece of shit generally.
Yeah, that was a strange way to segue into that. I'm not sure.
I was segueing it to call you a mean name, and then it just came off way too.
Yeah, you just basically called me a sexual predator, but it's alright.
I'm sorry, I didn't think about that.
I mean, it's fucked up, and I also don't understand how people and especially people who are active in the internet culture, how the fuck do you think you're gonna get away with this? How, just why? Especially in text format where that's out there for the entire you've literally just given everybody the perfect means to catch you in the act. What were you thinking?
Mm-hmm.
Aside from being a giant piece of shit, I guess.
Just don't be a giant piece of shit. The lesson we can take away from this.
There you go.
I hope everything gets sorted out. It sucks for the people over at Polygon. I know Griffin McElroy and stuff like that tweeted out about it yesterday. It's yeah, this sucks for me because it reminded me a lot of the spoilers for Master of None. I don't want to spoil Master of None, but it reminded me of the thing that happens at the end of season 2 of Master of None. In that, literally the exact same thing happens in regards to one of the characters, and it sucks for everybody around him because they're just they're now tainted by this, even though they had nothing to do with it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Total bummer all the way around. That sucks. I hope something good comes of that. Maybe. This next story is also kind of a bummer. GameStop is going to be open on Thanksgiving this year. They as part of their initiative to not fall victim to the digital revolution that is clearly going to put them out of business in a few years. GameStop is going to be open on Thanksgiving and doing more Black Friday, I assume, sales. Kind of in that front. A lot of other stores have done this in the past. Walmart, I know, does this, and bigger chains. But I guess GameStop's getting in the mix. GameStop, I don't know how many. Aaron, you shop at GameStop, don't you?
Only, not exclusively.
Rarely.
I only do it just
Just
because
rarely.
it's like close to my house, and I like to have physical copies of games. So like,
Uh-huh.
I go to Best Buy, GameStop. It just depends on where I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like whatever's closest to me. Now I've been going to or Best Buy more often now.
Yeah. But like I kind of GameStop's kind of shitty, and this kind of seems right up their alley. I don't know how you feel about that, David.
They should call it Gray Friday, because you never know when it's gonna start. It's just gonna get earlier and earlier until we got fucking Black Thursday. Everything's opening up like, oh, we're open on Friday at 4
Then it
p.m.
becomes
for
the whole
Black
week.
Friday, and then you're just up like, or you know, like we're open at fucking 4 p.m. on Thursday, so come in and get your shit done before then. And it's just getting to be like, yeah, like 3 straight days of staggered openings of every store you can imagine. It's shitty, and yeah, they're just basically trying to delay the inevitable of them
Yeah.
being swallowed up by Amazon and Best Buy having superior deals on everything. The only thing GameStop has going for them now is that they're just a shittier Hot Topic,
Yep.
and they sell those shitty
that
Funko
big
Pops.
pivot to
Oh
yeah
my god.
to Funko Pops and a bunch
Yeah.
of other like kind of merchandise stuff like that. Yeah, it's I don't know. It sucks for everybody that works there. That fucking like sucks. Thanksgiving, working Thanksgiving is sucking. It sucks. Working any holiday sucks. But I guess at the end of the day, they're lucky it's Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving is the worst of all the major holidays
You're
in the United
wrong.
States. So I mean that
Kinda
that
true.
is
Easter
one
is
silver
far
lining from
worse.
this. No, Easter. Well,
Yeah.
Easter's
What
not a national
does Easter
holiday,
have?
but
Kinda sucks.
also Easter is way better because pastel colors beat fucking disgusting turkey.
You are
Just
But-
factual.
painfully wrong.
Yeah, you're out of your mind, dude. Thanksgiving is awesome.
Thanksgiving sucks.
alright.
Besides cranberry sauce, Thanksgiving sucks.
Cranberry sauce sucks, so you're just
Talking about-
so wrong.
National holidays, Memorial Day is way worse. Like, cause
Right, well,
it's just
you know what
nothing.
the big holidays.
That's cool.
You said national, and then you're like, well, Easter's not national.
I
And they
guess
name a
you're right,
national
you're right.
holiday, and you're like,
Memorial Day is cool.
that doesn't count.
Memorial Day is
Alright.
cool. You get to watch fucking old specials about fucking Iwo
About
Jima
fucking-
and shit like that. I don't know. It's fucking. It's great. Memorial Day.
I
is
love
great.
it. I love reinforcing my stereotypes and hatred
Well,
But yeah,
for everything.
I mean,
Working
we
on
can talk about
Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving
Right, that's
sucks.
true.
Working on Thanksgiving sucks more.
hmm
But yeah, we couldn't have had this last year because Thanksgiving was right after the election. I'm sure people would have loved to work that day. That would have been great.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
The next story is about Overwatch adding a new event that was an old event. They're bringing back the Summer Games stuff from last year, and they're gonna have ranked Lucio Ball for 2 or 3 weeks, I think it was. And then all the old skins that they had last year for the Olympics are coming back. Cheyenne, I'm sure you're excited. Which skins
yeah.
did you miss out on last year that you want this year?
I got a lot of skins last year for some reason. I need one of the Zarya skins. I didn't get the Mercy skin, I don't think. And I think I wanted the Widowmaker skin, even though I'm never going to play Widowmaker.
Mm-hmm.
And I got both of the Lucio skins. But I heard there's going to be a new Mercy skin, so I'm very excited to see what that is. Jeff Kaplan was very excited in his developer update. He was even wearing a Mercy shirt, so I'm pretty excited. I think it's going to be her badminton outfit from her
his
spray.
Overwatch swag in those videos is next
Oh,
level.
yeah.
The Diva
Oh,
jersey
yeah.
and stuff.
The Diva jersey. I'm really jealous.
Where can you buy that? I need to get the McCree skin from last year because that was
Yeah.
it was so lit and I didn't get it because like it
Mhm.
came out. So the game came out in May of last year or something like that, and so the thing was like only like 2 or 3 months like out from that when it came out, and we hadn't like built up the coin like fucking purse that like I was on all the other events where I have like
True.
30,000 coins.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited. Aaron, do you have did Zenyatta get a skin last year? I can't remember.
For Summer Games, I don't think so. I
No.
could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he didn't. I'm excited, yeah. I want to get the skins, but like I don't really care for Lucio Ball. I didn't think it was very good last year.
Yeah.
Like it was kind of broken, honestly. But yeah, I mean, I don't understand why you'd add competitive unless they hopefully like fixed it. Because
I don't know. I feel like it'll be the
wasn't
same.
very good.
It's just like a knockoff Rocket
They
League
they
kinda.
did.
Oh,
They
did
changed
they?
it a little bit. Lucio's ult, instead of, you know, being like a huge gravity thing that pulls the ball to you where people
Mhm.
would kind of cheese it and get in the goal and just bring
Mhm.
it towards them, they changed it so it'd kind of be like, it makes you a boostio. It makes you like super Lucio where like you're faster and you can use your abilities like more often. The cooldowns are slower, or not slower, like lowered, you know.
Yeah.
Quicker, yes.
Cool.
So I think it'll be a little bit better than it was last year. They've had a year to work on it, so
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah, I'm excited to have it back. It'll be cool. This next story, it's good. The other thing, actually, one thing I want to bring up is that they've already done the patch where you don't get duplicates as much, and this is the first
Yes.
event since that. So like, hopefully that'll carry over.
It'll
and
be
get,
great.
it'll be a lot easier to get all the event skins and whatnot. David, I'm not gonna go to you on the story. I don't care.
Thanks.
The next story is about Persona getting a bunch of new cool spin-off things. They're having Persona 3 Dancing Moon Night and Persona 5 Dancing Star Night. This, of course, is in reference to Persona 4 Dancing All Night, which came out 2 years ago, I feel like, on Vita. And did it come on PS4? I don't know. It
No.
might have been on PS4. I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
I don't know. But then there's also, they're doing a new Persona Q game for 3DS. And I feel like there might be one more. I don't really know.
There was a P5R trademark that they did.
Yeah, there's that. So I don't know if
It's
that'll
unconfirmed.
be... That could be a Switch version, maybe? I don't really know. I don't really know how that all works.
Mm.
Persona 5 now. I think
Why
it was like confirmed that Persona 5, like the rights are exclusive to Sony PS4. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be like the Persona 4 Gold and Persona 5 Red. That's my prediction.
So I don't like what would you change about it?
Female protagonist was added to Persona 3.
okay.
I don't see why that couldn't be a thing.
Or
I
you
think
could
that would be
wife,
awesome for
what's his name? The
Yusuke?
artist boy. Yeah.
They have changed like
Yeah,
character
that-
arcs.
yep,
Like
you
Haru
totally,
could
nope,
be.
you totally were right. You nailed it. I was wrong. I was thinking Golden was like Golden. It made sense because it added new characters and it added the like Vita version, obviously. So like it was a mobile port of it. But like
Yeah.
But that totally makes sense. Are you gonna play the dancing games or Q or anything like that? None of you guys care?
Me?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
play Q for sure. I'm probably not gonna play the dancing.
I love rhythm
Oh,
games.
man.
I'll play the
I'm
fuck
ready
out
to
of that.
play the dancing games. Watching the
All of them.
trailer, like seeing those characters, I'm like so in love. I can't.
The
wait.
renders
I
are
love
just
them.
like a little bit better, so I'm like, yeah.
I'm
that's
excited.
The thing I doubt this happens. I would like to see Persona 3 come to PS4 in some way, whether it's like a full remaster, which I would say is less likely, or like just a PS2 to PS3 or PS4 classic, whatever that is.
People say the PSP version's the best one.
The PSP
or-
version's really good, but like the thing is like there's no
It's like
overworld.
first
You're just
person.
you're just like going around in like a thing.
That's right. It's like
that is
nodes.
the problem about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. But it is more streamlined, I think. But like I'm interested. I would like to see it come over, but yeah. Oh, this next story we have here is about Hollow Knight, David's game of the year. Is it?
That's one up. Probably close. Probably my indie game of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's getting a DLC. Are you gonna go back for it at all?
Yeah, totally. I never 100%ed it. I never beat the last boss because I thought I would wait and experience what they were adding first. I
So
got
this
kind of
game
like,
didn't come out in Greenlight, did it? It was just a full game, right?
yeah, it got kickstarted.
Oh,
It was
got
already like funded and kickstarted. Before
But yeah,
it came.
it was never like early access or anything.
No, it
Okay,
released.
my bad.
It was very cool. And this is like one of the Kickstarter incentives. They basically put in some of the goals into the main game
Yeah.
early. So they'd be like, okay, the Abyss, we're going to add that in. We're going to add some other stuff and release it. And then they were like, we'll come back and do the other things bigger and add more and then put that in later. So this is like one of, I assume, a couple or more content patches that they're doing, which are free. And that's cool. So I don't remember exactly what this adds. I think it's a few levels. There's like a dream world aspect to the game where you basically go up to NPCs, hit them with the special item, and then you get to go to like a enhanced level that exists in the game. So this is, I think, more of that. Probably more secrets. I don't think it's got to change the requirements for getting 100% and beating the last boss. That would be kind of silly.
Yeah.
I hope not, because that's what I'm waiting to do. Yeah, I'm excited to go back to it. That game is fantastic. You should definitely play it.
It's
'cause you like
definitely on my
Metroidvanias.
radar for sure. Do you know how much more DLC stuff they have planned, like with the Kickstarter or anything like that?
I am not sure. I know that they're gonna release more playable characters.
Okay.
They confirmed that. That was one of the Kickstarter goals that got released. So I think you're gonna be able to play as like the girl bug that like you see throughout the story. I don't remember her name. And maybe a couple others. And I think that they'll have their own kind of storylines that will make the game make sense from their perspective. Probably like I think they'll keep supporting it throughout at least the beginning of next year. Adding all these things. So if you want to wait, I'm sure there'll be like a definitive time to play it. But yeah, they're really cool devs. Team Cherry is great, and they're very passionate. It seems like they're listening to their community and reaching all those goals. So
that is cool
super
to
cool.
hear. This next story I have is about something that you all really don't care about because it's about sports games. But EA's basketball game NBA Live is going to add the full like roster of WNBA players, into there, which is cool. It kind of following the trend of, I think 2 years ago, FIFA added playable women's national teams to the game. I don't know how much this is going to impact the fact that like 2K eats their lunch in the basketball sim marketplace, but I just thought that was a cool little thing. It's cool to see women included in sports games more. That's neat, and all of that. Yes. That yeah. Does that,
now I don't
know
much about women's. I mean, this is great, but I don't know much about women's sports or like okay, this is like I know that like from minor league to major league, like soccer, for instance, the fields get bigger. Is everything like in all like I don't know. I can't like women's basketball. I assume the courts are the same.
Yeah, it's exactly
all the rules are the same. But like in something like I don't know what's another like big women's sport that people watch
like women don't typically play baseball, and so they have softball.
Yeah, I was gonna say baseball, but I was like, and then softball. Yeah, that's a good example.
Softball
it's like a totally different game.
It's not a totally different. Like it's the same concept, but there are different rules. Like
would it be reasonable to add that just into like you know?
In the baseball one, it'd be harder. Like in the soccer one, in the basketball one, all you have to do is just add the character models and get the licensing and stuff like that from these various leagues. Basically, in a baseball one, it would be probably a little harder, but it wouldn't like I don't think be the end of the world, and it would be a cool like gesture. But
yeah, definitely.
I kind of feel like where women's sports aren't as popular as men's sports generally, like soccer and basketball are definitely the two most popular ones in regards to stuff. And like college softball is pretty popular, but they don't do college sports games anymore, so that won't happen. But
yeah, I think women's sports are probably less popular for a reason. That's because they get less coverage and less, kind of attention like this. So I think that by kind of feeding into the cycle, they can approach a more representative level and hopefully get more fans in there, kind of recognizing the female players. So I think that's awesome.
It's totally cool. Still, I think 2K is probably gonna be a better game. That is the cold hard truth of the
differences.
This next story we have here is a little bit of a rumor going around, but some artwork for The Last of Us Part 2 was released by Naughty Dog, or got discovered. I'm not really sure how it got released, but it shows a character and a shadowy figure in front of this building that says public parking on it, and that building just so happens to be a building in Seattle that like looks pretty close to like what the building in the screenshot shows, which is of course leading people to assume that The Last of Us Part 2 might be set or have something to do with the Seattle area, which I don't know how you guys feel about that, but Aaron, do you would you be cool with playing Last of Us 2 in Seattle or
yeah,
what?
that'd be awesome. I mean, I feel like Last of Us 2 set anywhere would be interesting just because it's like no matter where you are in the United States, it's obviously going to be like that Last of Us post-apocalyptic, like just fucking survive kind of atmosphere, so I feel like really anywhere they said it would be interesting, but Seattle especially, just that city in particular is interesting to a lot of people, so yeah, I think it'd be awesome.
Cheyenne, have you played The Last of Us? I can't remember.
I have not, but I definitely should.
Yeah. Do you care about The Last of Us 2, or like is it like on your
radar?
radar?
I mean, it definitely seems like something I want to play, and I also really love Seattle. Like I've been there, and it's somewhere I want to visit again, so it'd be really cool to see it in this kind of world. So I'm kind of excited if this is true.
Now, David, do you think because it's in Seattle, there's going to be an infamous Second Son crossover where Delson comes in and he's an annoying little prick for 10 minutes before a clicker eats him? Do you think that could happen?
That would be terrible and game ruining, and also not even like make sense in the license.
Spoilers for everybody's playing Uncharted 4 here, right?
I've seen it.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Spoilers for Uncharted 4. I thought they were gonna tie it into The Last of Us at the end with what's her name? Fucking Carrie or whatever the kid's name is.
The daughter.
Really?
Yeah. I thought like she was walking and she walks in the little hut or whatever that Drake or Nate and Elena are living in, and no one's there. And I'm like, did the zombies take them? Are they gonna do this? I was like, oh my god, there's no fucking way they're gonna do this.
There was a poster, wasn't there? Like a Last of Us poster in her bedroom.
There might have been. There's a Easter egg in Uncharted 3 when you get into like the bar fight at the beginning of it. Like on the newspaper, there's something about like the cordyceps virus is like on there. It's like a little tiny cool Easter egg, but yeah. When do we think The Last of Us 2 is coming out, Aaron?
I'd say 2019 or later.
Give me an exact date. Give me an exact date.
No.
Give me a window. Is it 2019? End of 2019 or
Early
2020?
2019.
Okay, early 2019.
Hoping for early 2019.
Okay.
I'm saying it's gonna come out November 20th, 2018.
Yeah, I was gonna say fall 2018.
I think it'll at PSX. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it got a fall 2018 release date and then got delayed till like the middle of 2019.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
spring 2019.
There you go.
Oh, this next story we have here is about Ghost Recon Wildlands, the #1 selling game of the year. Maybe still, I don't know if NPD came out this month. I don't think it did. But it's just kind of like a PSA that there's a 5-hour free trial that you can download on PSN and Xbox Live right now and just play the game. And David, I mainly put this on here because you should download it and play with Drew and I.
All right. Can I play with you guys on there?
Yeah.
If it's okay, if it's
Yeah,
the
it's
trial.
just you can play for like 5 hours.
I've never even seen. I'm looking at gameplay now. I've never even seen what this game.
It looks like a fucking generic like third-person shooter game.
Is it anything like The Division?
It looks very similar to the
Yeah, it does. It looks like
except you get to kill brown people in South America.
it. Perfect.
That is.
Well, I was trying to
convince.
convince you and Drew to buy Dying Light because you can play that 4 players, but
This goes back to
Hop
the
on this.
conversation we were having last year. It was like Dying Light came out 2 years ago, and that might be a better game. But like, if I play Ghost Recon, that's another game from this year. I can talk about like.
no one's
with
talking
knowledge.
about it. More people are talking
people
about
care.
Dying
People
Light.
bought this game. This game is literally the #1 selling game this year.
Who do you know that plays this game besides?
I don't know anybody. I know
Then-
0 people.
Okay.
It's
Like,
but people are playing it. This is the #1 selling game.
you just need to feel like a part of the fucking conglomerate.
Yep, exactly. I need
that
to
supports
know
this
what is
shit.
going on in the culture, man. It's for the culture.
I will check it out. Yeah. When does this go till?
I'm not sure. I think it's just indefinite. You
Oh,
decide to
okay.
buy it. And then if
All
you
right.
decide to buy it, I think all your stuff carries over.
All right. Very cool.
So yeah.
I'll check it out.
Do you guys want to play with us at all? No.
Yeah,
No,
I might. If it's like free, a 5-hour fucking, you know what I mean? I don't have
Yeah.
to do anything.
Yeah, I mean, I
absolutely.
guess I'll do the
I think
free, but I'm not gonna buy it.
The catch here, I think it's like a 40 gig install too.
Oh
Holy
my
shit,
God.
No, I am not interested.
I don't have enough room for that.
That is
You guys
terrible.
gotta get that Pro Life, man. You get that 1
Dude,
terabyte. man.
Destructor gave it a 2.5.
Even with a
out
pro,
of
that's
10.
absurd. 40 gigs for 5 hours. No, thank you.
Destructoid did not give this game no 2.5 out of 10. Did they really?
Yeah, they really did. I'll
No
link you the
fucking
fucking
way.
article. And I trust them. They're like one of my go-to reviewers.
They're cool, yeah. Destructoid is cool.
They warned me about Hotline Miami 2, and I still bought it like a dumbass.
That game is not as good as the first one.
No, not even close. I will. It's different because like this could be something we could talk about one day. Like,
What the fuck?
yeah. But so like
Good for
there are reviewers that
Mike Cosmano, man. When he gave no fucks in this.
no, he
video.
gave no shits. He slapped them. But so like Friday the 13th, right, is like a game that a lot of reviewers panned. It got bad reviews, but it was
I wanna
mostly
try
because
that
of
so
the
bad.
it was mostly because of the technical problems.
Uh-huh.
And that's like why a lot of the reviewers gave it bad scores. And then the developers were like, okay, well, we succeeded on like a gameplay and fun aspect of the game. Now all we need to do is fix that. So like this could be something to talk about. Like if things get fixed in games, should they like I guess it wouldn't be fair to like redo them, but like should you update the reviews so that people that are buying the game like a year later can see like, oh well, they fixed a lot of the problems and the game's
Mhm.
better now.
Like something like
better.
Destiny or something.
Yes. Or like Dying Light, where
Or-
they did add a lot of shit and fix a lot.
Well,
of
I don't know about
problems.
adding stuff is different than like fixing like a bug or changing like a loot drop. I feel like
True.
a
True.
loot drop. Yes, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon's Wildlands, and a Ubisoft game certainly makes a strong first impression. Isn't that like the first rule of running a good con? You get
Oh
the trust,
wow!
you get
And
the
then at the
trust.
end,
It's so goddamn. dude.
Wildlands is a bad fucking game. It completely fails at everything it aspires to be. Oh my
Jesus.
god.
No, he
Sad.
said
Wow.
it's even worse. Yeah, he said it's a bad fucking game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bad fucking game.
Really
It's
trying
a
to drive
bad
that point
co-op
home.
game.
Bad
it's a
co-op.
bad shooter, bad open world, and the writing is terrible.
Oh,
All right.
that hurts.
God damn, good for you. What the fuck was
I'll have to
your name
read
again?
this.
Mike Cosmano.
I love.
I hope you're
Seven.
wrong, but
I was about to say, he sounds so mad about it that he like jumped in and got griefed or something and just had a terrible experience.
Yeah,
so he had to
damn.
really vent that anger.
Shit.
This next story here is about Activision and Crash Bandicoot sales. where the company CEO Eric Hirschberg, I guess is the thing. He said, "We knew there was a passionate audience for Crash, full disclosure, myself among them, but we had no idea. It's hard to tell with a vocal minority and the real mass audience until you put something out there." He later went on to say that Activision is looking into more remasters or re-releases of old IP that they own. Specifically, Spyro is the biggest one. You guys, I think we talked about this in one episode. We all want a Spyro, like a Spyro remaster. I think that'd be
I would
absolutely.
much more likely buy that than
Yeah.
Crash.
Yeah, it's because Crash are bad games.
I mean, I'm gonna buy the Crash trilogy at some point, but I would rather see a Spyro game. Yeah.
Yeah, Spyro were like okay platformers, and then Crash were like not. So that's a big difference between those two franchises. This last story I have on here is our weekly PUBG update, David. We tried to play the other day.
You call this the Overwatch and PUBG show.
And it fucked up.
Yeah.
Well, they're like that's the thing, man. we had talk about like games that are like just continuously like ongoing kind of situation. But PUBG recently crossed 500,000 concurrent players, and it's around the second most all time. It just passed CS:GO. So Dota 2 is the only one that's had a higher concurrent player count as of all time.
Of a non-Valve game? Or no, that is a Valve game.
Those are the two. It's Dota 2, then PUBG.
Oh, it passed Counter-Strike?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Counter-Strike.
Holy
It's
shit.
Like, not of all time. Like it concurrent players at one point in time. It has
Yeah,
had-
no, I understand.
The one that surprises me on this list is Warframe. Like,
Game's
I'm-
free.
free to play. So.
Yeah, it's free, so.
All free games have a
I guess
better...
so.
Yeah, like TF2 and.
Yeah, so if you want to go down the list, it's Dota 2, then PUBG, then Counter-Strike, then H1Z1, then Grand Theft Auto, then Team Fortress 2, Payday 2, Warframe, Football Manager 2017, and Tom Clancy Rainbow Six.
I will never understand Football Manager.
Hey man,
I
did
don't
you ever
know,
see that old IGN review of Football Manager
No.
where they gave it like a 3, and basically the view was like, you can't play soccer in this game, and it's like that's not what the game's about at all.
What?
Yeah, what?
It's like a very like they clearly gave this review to somebody that didn't know what was going on. It's It's a pretty good one. Then there's also another one about PUBG monthly update. It added full Xbox One controller support, which I'm very happy with because I play it like a controller or with a controller like a baby.
Yeah.
So it's great. I'm
Yeah.
very excited. And
That's
the
complicated.
FPS only servers are coming out too.
I hope those are good.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But yeah, that brings us to the next segment of the show, which is what we are playing. I think I'm gonna start with David this week.
All right. I am
Threw you
playing...
guys off. His name's first on the list. You guys thought I was gonna pick somebody else though. Fucking screwed your fucking head up.
Oh,
You don't even
shit.
know-
Ooh.
You can't tell left from right now.
I have been playing Path of Exile because the new expansion just dropped, Fall of Oriath. So basically, the way it's a Diablo 2-like game, and the way it used to work, it's free, was that you would play through 5 acts, and then go through and play them on hard, and go through and play them on like extra hard, and then you would be at endgame. That would be enough to get your character to the highest level, and then go on and do like the endgame shit, which is like mapping and stuff. But they changed it, and they released for free 5 more acts, so 100% of the game's content. So you go through 10 acts on 1 difficulty now. It's all 1 difficulty, and then you're at end game when you get to Act 10. So it really solved the problem of the ARPG where it's like I have to play this shit a billion times before I can really get to my like end game build. Like Diablo had that problem, Path of Exile had that problem, and then they I guess looked at it and said we can do better. I haven't gotten to the new acts yet. I'm still working on my new build. They just released a new season, so I'm doing a Marauder. I looked up a build because I don't really know what I'm doing yet, but it's a lot of fun. The game is great. They fixed a lot of the problems. It runs better, looks a lot better. They fixed a lot of the graphical kind of roughness. Grinding your games, they really, really give a shit, and that's
It's
more
only
than
on
I can
PC,
say.
right?
It is on PC. It's coming to Xbox One
Okay.
in the next few months. And I think that that's an exclusive deal with Microsoft. So I don't think you can expect a PS4 version, which sucks, but it is on PC. A toaster could run it, though, so it's free. You can at least see if it runs if you ever wanted to try it. It's a great game. It's a really good grind, really good after work kind of. I'm just going to sit down and relax and put on a podcast and kill shit.
Cool. I played about 75-ish% of the new. Well, it's not new. It's a couple months old at this point. The Spectre Knight DLC for Shovel Knight, where and like it's pretty awesome, man. Like it's like a whole new game basically. Like it's literally like Shovel Knight 2, but with a
You should have
with a different
known after
character.
Plague Knight.
Like it was like Plague Knight. I didn't really get into because I wasn't so much like I don't know. I just didn't vibe with that character set. But like,
I understand.
I think the Spectre Knight, like the way he number one, like the movement in it, like all the levels are kind of retooled. Like I think it was like that for Plague Knight.
It was like that Plague Knight. Yeah. Okay, I understand.
So, like it's
so
the same setup, but all the levels are retooled. But then the way Spectre Knight gets around is he can walk on walls for a little second, and then he also has like a scythe that he can grind on rails, and also which is fucking so metal. And then also he can like there's these little areas where you can kind of just like go like 45 degrees like north, or like I don't know how to. I guess that's the best way to describe it. He can like kind of zoom up ledges and stuff like that, and it adds like a whole new layer to the game. It's really cool. There's like the story is whatever in Shovel Knight. Like there's never like
I liked the Plague Knight story the best. I liked it better than the main game.
I didn't really care, but like I think it's really cool, and like that's awesome. Shout out to Yakult Games. I know they're doing this because they had like this is all part of their Kickstarter stuff, and like yeah, that's really cool. That's awesome that they're putting out all these DLCs. I don't know, are they free if you bought the game? I'm not really sure how that works. I have like the Vita version, and it's like a box copy, so that came with all of them, but I don't know how it is for normal people.
Yeah, I own it on PS4, just the standard. It comes free. They're all supposed to be. So the next, I think they're doing 2 more.
Okay.
King Knight is next. I could be wrong. Maybe that's the last one. But yeah, so those are all coming free to owners of the game.
It's really cool, and I hope they get to work on Shovel Knight 2 or whatever they're gonna call it. I would prefer. I don't know. How do you feel? Do you want them to do like a 16-bit one, or
that would be
or do you
sick.
think they should do another 8-bit one?
I would like 16-bit. I would love it actually. It'd be a lot more expensive, but I feel like now they probably got the budget to pull it off.
Yeah, no, they're
8-bit's
rolling cash. I'm sure.
Literally twice as hard. So, but I think that they could pull it off, and I think they would be a lot more true to the style than a lot of They really hit the mark. They understand
they nailed
what
it
made
so well. Yeah,
NES games the way they were. It's not just about having the retro graphics and then putting in a bunch of shitty modern.
Like it has awesome platforming, really good level design.
They understand the level design and the platforming better than any modern developer that tried to pull it off. Yeah, I think. So I think that they could nail it. Maybe they make it more action oriented. 16-bit, because that was the beat 'em up was the big genre then.
They could add some like kind of not RPG elements, but like add some more. I don't know. Add some UI stuff. That'd be cool.
Some character building.
Yeah,
I love it. Yeah,
that'd be really neat.
Totally.
You guys have been stuck in your perpetual Persona loop, haven't you? So like, what dungeon are you both at?
I just finished the 4th one, and I went on the school trip, so that's about where I am.
All right, Aaron.
I think it's the 5th one.
All right.
6th one.
Yeah.
Shit, it's the.
Don't spoil it.
I don't want to spoil it. I guess, but
vague. You can do vague. I don't care.
Yeah, well, 5th or 6th one. Committed to Makoto now.
Okay.
Makoto, best girl.
Yeah.
What else have I done? Really, that's it. Because like you get kind of caught in this loop where there's not a lot of time to do stuff after I guess the 5th dungeon. I honestly don't remember now. Where you're pretty much just on like a rail until you get to the 6th one. Yeah. And that's where I'm at now.
Okay, word. Have you picked a lucky lady, Cheyenne?
I think I'm gonna have to go with Makoto too. I was gonna go for Futaba, but like, you really just can't not go with Makoto. She's like perfect for you.
That is. I need to do it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think when you guys finish it, it might inspire me, and I think we should do a Persona spoiler cast, like when everybody's done with it. I think that would be really cool.
That sounds great.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
If you guys wanna get about that. Cheyenne, you been playing Overwatch too?
I play so much Overwatch. Well, I just recently joined like a clan, where I think we're gonna get a little bit more serious.
Get Mountain Dew tattoos and
yeah, we're gonna get tattoos. It's not that serious. Like a lot of them are better than me. They're like masters and grandmasters and diamonds, and I'm stuck in.
Oh, you joined the clan, and they're grand wizards and grand and.
Holy shit!
Okay.
Oh no! Oh, I thought that's what you were saying. My bad.
No.
Oh, my bad. I missed that. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, you joined. Okay, my bad. It's like the gamer tag thing. Okay, my bad. I didn't realize.
Well, no, it's on a Discord, and we have different clans in the group, and so I'm going to be doing a scrimmage with them, and then we're going to be getting a little bit more serious about competitive next season. So hopefully I'll
When
be
does
able
that
to.
season start? It's like the end of the month. I think this one's over.
Yeah, I think so. It's September probably.
I can
but yeah.
join, right? I'm like 1950. I can
Oh
join.
yeah, you can totally join.
Okay, cool.
You'd really
You'll
fit in.
vouch for me.
You're
Awesome.
really good.
Guys, I don't know what
player.
you're talking about.
Cool.
Yeah.
This next segment of the show is current recommends. Aaron's having a hard time thinking of one. Did you get around to it?
Yeah.
All right. What are you gonna go with?
So just kind of with the hype around Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out, definitely a good one to pick up if you're interested in playing the Kingdom Hearts games at all. And I mean, a lot of people are. I think it's been selling pretty well. Is the PS4 like remaster? I don't know what the fuck number it is now, but it's got everything pretty much. I honestly don't know what it's called because it has like everything up to the fragmentary passage. I don't know what the fuck the numbers are stupid. Like I'm not even gonna try to pretend I know what those are. It's like
fragmentary passage sounds like a fucking like a math formula.
Yeah, I don't know. The numbers are dumb as fuck, but basically it has everything on it that you need to play up to Kingdom Hearts 3.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely worth picking it up. You've got them all in one place instead of having like 1.5 and 2.5 on the PS3, then having 2.8 on the PS4. You can get all of it on the PS4. I think 2.8 is still a separate thing though. But if you're into Kingdom Hearts, you're excited about 3, definitely recommend picking those up. It's worth playing through them again just to kind of refresh your memory because that story is so fucking convoluted and ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
If you care about the story at all, it's like almost a must to refresh your memory just to have even the slightest inkling as to what's going on in 3.
Cool. That brings us to the next segment of the show, which I throw out some game names. We say which one is better. This week, I'm not going to participate because I haven't played either one of these games. But you guys, I think this is going to be a pretty easy one. I don't think there's going to be a lot of fighting. But Bayonetta 1, Bayonetta 2, which one's better? Cheyenne.
Ooh.
Bayonetta 2.
David.
Bayonetta 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aaron.
I'm gonna have to go with 1, I think.
All right, now attack Cheyenne, both of you.
I was gonna go with 1, but I don't know.
1 for everything, but the 1 had more
The
depth in the
outfit.
combat, but 2's combat felt better. But 1 had a better story and better bosses. So
I liked the
that's enough.
soundtrack better in
Yes.
1 too, if
Me
I remember
too.
correctly.
So that is enough for me to
Yes.
give it to 1.
Okay, I changed my answer.
It's very close. That was a very good one.
All right, I thought that one would be fun. For me, feminism wins because I'm not a misogynist pig like the rest of you.
Yeah, I hate
for-
women.
Hilarious.
The next segment of the show is Topic of the Week. This topic is brought to you by Mountain Dew and Cheyenne's Gatorade
My
clan.
Overwatch clan.
We're going to be talking about our most unpopular gaming opinion. So, of course, on the internet, it's cool to go against the grain. So we're going to be talking about which gaming opinions we don't see a lot on the internet because we like hot takes here. And who wants to start? Does anybody want to start? Or do you guys have one on
I have one, but it's not. I don't feel like it's that controversial.
All right, mine's gonna be good. Mine's gonna get Aaron riled up. So
Why don't you do it last? Do yours last. I'll do mine.
This is good though. This is what we want. We want to
Do
rile
mine
somebody
last,
up.
or
So
do
there's
yours?
a
do yours last. Is that what you're saying?
Do yours last. So
Okay,
that-
do mine last.
Wait
All right,
about
you
it.
can start.
I think that Oblivion is better than Skyrim in literally every single way, besides the combat. That's not an unpopular opinion, but that was the best I could come up with. I have so many fucking
That's
hot
so-
takes, but
That's
yeah,
just like
everybody
a
agrees. with
widely
that. That's
accepted-
Yeah, pretty much.
That's just
I don't-
an opinion.
if it wasn't you guys though, if it was like anybody else, they would be like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
maybe.
actually,
Like
Skyrim."
Skyrim sold more, but like everybody like that.
Yeah.
Like I don't like
don't
either
think
one of
that
those
would be-
games, but like I feel like that's a very,
To us, it's
It
not
doesn't have as much
unpopular,
depth. That's the problem.
but
Yeah.
I think if you grabbed like a GameStop employee that didn't give a shit about games, like
BioShock.
like, which one should I
Infinite
buy?
is
They would
the
say
worst
Skyrim.
BioShock game by a large margin.
By which one?
BioShock Infinite is the worst BioShock.
No,
Yeah.
it's
No,
two
it's
is better.
two.
Two
Two
is
is-
worse. Yeah.
No,
2 is definitely the
much,
worst.
much
Two
worse.
has like one redeeming DLC.
Nope, it's much worse.
I can do this. BioShock Infinite is better than the first BioShock.
That's
That is the
stupid.
worst.
But 2
yeah,
is
that's
definitely
a
the
dumb
worst.
opinion. That's
No,
not even
that one's actually
unpopular.
not
It's just
true.
dumb.
I thought about arguing for a second, but then I was like, "There's too much shooting."
That's there. That'll be my hot take. BioShock Infinite is the worst BioShock game.
Okay, that one's
Okay.
wrong.
Yeah, that's
And
nonsense.
That's the point. You said we agree with you, and then you're like, now we don't agree with you. What the fuck do you
And yeah,
want?
I don't. Yeah, no. BioShock 2, like, yeah,
Let me have it. Let me
No.
have my fucking
Let me
opinions.
that one's not good.
Fucking
Yeah.
bunk.
Yeah. Cheyenne, what do you got?
I don't know. Military shooters are like almost all bad. and they should not
No,
exist.
you're out of your mind. There's so many good
Almost all bad. What one do
What
you
name?
not?
What,
I don't know. Isn't Battlefield 1 like
Battlefield
pretty
1's cool.
good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't played it though, so I can't.
Spec Ops:
really...
The Line is awesome. With the
yeah,
worst name in the world, but like it's a fucking fantastic game.
I've never
Yeah,
played it.
no,
I think it's been
military
memed
shooters
too
are
hard.
Fantastic. It
There's
is-
too many of them, and they're not bringing anything new to begin with. Oh.
Spec Ops. You should play Spec Ops: The Line. That game is
Wow.
fucking.
I will. Is it on Steam?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay,
gave
cool.
Aaron a code for it like forever ago.
Did you really?
Yeah, just randomly. Because I like bought like a 2K Humble Bundle or something. It's fucking fantastic.
How did I not know that? What the fuck?
I like definitely it's like this was like a year ago.
Oh, I would have played it.
Yeah.
That game
Somehow
was
I
like
missed
a
that.
game changer, dude. Everybody was talking
The
about
game's
that shit.
fucking awesome for military shooters as far as like the story mode and stuff like that goes. Like I didn't play the multiplayer at all because I played it late, but that game is like awesome. But yeah, no, military shooters are cool. Killing people from different cultures that aren't my own. And
Oh, yeah.
putting it- and exploiting natural resources is my favorite.
There's my
favorite
Civil War
pastime.
shooter.
I like a Civil War shooter. I want an American Revolutionary shooter.
That would be so
American
boring.
Revolution shooter where like there'd be different classes where you can
Yeah,
play
I
as,
would
the
like
drummer
that.
boy.
Yeah,
And, like,
that'd be so
you
cool.
could be like the fucking Hessians and stuff like that.
I'm the
That shit would be
healer.
fucking
I'm
awesome.
the drummer boy.
You know, I think the different classes is kind of what redeems.
No, dude, it's like Patapon, but it's the Revolutionary War,
You
and
have
you're
to
the
keep
drummer
tapping.
boy.
Oh, and you're the drummer boy? Ooh,
Yeah.
that would be cool.
There's
That
my
would be
$1 million
cool. I'd be
idea.
about that, yeah.
Oh my god.
And you can like
That'd be sick.
sneak out from the trees.
There's
and,
a there's a drum beat for wait until you see the whites in their eyes.
Oh my god, that would be so cool. You crossing the river? Crossing the Delaware?
Yeah, dude.
That'd be fucking
Yeah,
sick.
dude.
Oh man.
Yeah, trudge it.
I'd
So
be
good.
into that. Aaron, what do you got?
I don't know, man. This isn't.
You came
That-
up with this topic.
I know. I had like an example, but it just wasn't that good. So what I'm landed on now is just because I haven't finished it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Horizon is not as good as it gets credit for.
Okay. That's wrong. Zelda's worse
Why?
than Horizon.
Explain.
Yeah, and I won't argue. I just think it doesn't grab me in the way I expected it to. I think so. It's more or less it just kind of falls flat. Not falls flat. That's wrong. It like.
You guys are hedging on these opinions too much. You're like,
Well,
yeah,
it's because
you make this
it's a good
outlandish
one.
statement, and you're like,
Because I
well,
have
she's
nothing.
a great character, and I love the robot dinosaurs. Really, it's a good game. Like, just fucking be a man, Aaron. Tell me why.
Okay, I
Horizon
could lie
sucks.
to you. You want me to make something up? Is what you're telling me to do
Tell
right
me why
now.
Horizon sucks.
It doesn't suck. Like I literally had nothing, so this is the best I had. It just I liked Horizon. I just never finished it because it didn't grab me the way that I guess I hoped it would. Like I stopped playing it to play other things.
All right.
That's surprising to me
Yeah,
because I thought the story was great in that game.
Do you like
Not
Far
great.
Cry?
But it was good.
It doesn't. Not really. I never played the Far Cry games either.
The combat is very reminiscent of Far Cry, I think. When you
I
I think-
disagree.
Okay, you know what? Even better. Don't like GTA. The whole series. Don't
Oh,
like
okay.
them.
There's a good one. There's a good one.
That is a pretty good one.
I do not like those games.
Do you like open world games generally though? Don't you?
No, actually. The only open world game I can think of that I liked, and this is like not even a traditional open world game, is Dragon Age Inquisition. Like it's open world, but not in the sense that like
you like Fallout 3.
yeah, I love Fallout 3, but that's I think
That's the
an
open world
exception.
game.
Yeah, it's like one of the exceptions to my not liking open
Like
world
Red
games.
Dead?
Like yeah.
I can keep going with this.
All right, I'm trying to think of others. Yeah, I loved Red Dead too. Yeah.
Oblivion, right?
Yeah, so I guess it's not true. Not
Yeah.
fair to say that I don't like open world games. I don't like GTA. I guess it's specific to GTA.
Is it the modern setting or like?
I honestly couldn't tell you. Like I've tried playing GTA 4, couldn't get into the campaign. Tried GTA 5, couldn't get into it. I don't like it. I think it's that maybe like the mobster like mafia fucking
Mm-hmm.
type deal. Like it's just not my thing.
All right, that's fair. All right, here's mine. Aaron's gonna come at me for. I feel like Mass Effect 2 is the worst of the trilogy.
I mean, you can say that, but that's like so wrong. It's like not even.
It is. It goes Mass Effect
worth
1,
arguing about.
then Mass Effect 3.
You
then
could not
Mass
be
Effect
so
2.
like I've
That's the
never heard a human
opposite.
say something
That's-
so
Oh
wrong before.
That
god,
is how it
one
works.
is the worst
You
one.
can't even argue that. Like
Because Mass
there's-
Effect 1 has the best story of all of them.
you're fucking stupid.
Best self-contained story with the coolest. It sets up this
Define
awesome.
self-contained. What the fuck is that?
Like I
Just
like
throwing
not
out
the
buzzwords.
overarching story. Like if I'm literally only talking about the Mass Effect 1 story. not in how it relates to the overall trilogy. Is what I'm saying.
No shit, it's the first game. You're just saying
Well,
that because
that's not my fault.
That doesn't even make it it's the same story in all 3 games. It's a
No,
fucking
it's
trilogy.
not. The Mass Effect 2 is like all about fucking. You do like a fucking.
You're stupid. Did
the
you
Mass
not
Effect 2 is just a big side quest
play
to the
Mass
fucking
Effect
overarching story of Mass Effect.
I think you played like the generic version of Mass Effect that was developed by fucking BioWare's ugly cousin or something, because
Montreal or whatever it is.
we're not talking about the same game.
But it's the one that has the best RPG elements to it, because like 2 and by
If
3
by
they're like
best RPG you mean menus that make no sense and take an hour to get through,
they're
then
like
sure.
actually cool. You can like customize your character and shit. As opposed to by the end of 3, it's literally just a third-person shooter. Like it's not even an RPG by 3.
Oh, you're so dumb.
And then it does. I will admit that it has the worst combat, but that is alleviated by the fact that there's no universal cooldown, so you can just spam your powers the whole
That's
time.
why it's the worst fucking. It's like you pick an adept and spam your fucking biotics and you beat the game.
That is exactly how I played. But it was
like
that
there's
helps you
no
get through
like
the combat.
challenge.
And then that's where I come down on 3. 3 definitely has this isn't wrong. But 3 has the best combat in the series.
Yeah.
I think the story. I played it way after the whole like fucking meltdown about the story of Mass Effect or whatever happened. So like I was expecting something so terrible for the ending, and like the ending was fine.
It was the worst part is the like pick your laser color. That's like why everybody hated it.
I don't know. It didn't bother me. I don't understand what people thought that just because they saved Garrus and like this one point in Mass Effect 2 that was gonna fucking have this crazy branching pathway. Like they have to like bottleneck it at some point. Like you can't.
Yeah, I know. I don't for a game of that scale or a story of that scale. I don't think there ever was a way that they could have ended it that everybody was happy.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think that they did it very well. It felt rushed. It felt like fucking. They're like, okay, we have to get this out, so let's do something.
Mm-hmm.
So narrowing this massive just universe down to fucking 3 lasers was like a slap in the face to people that loved the franchise.
I don't know. I thought the choices they gave you, whether to choose one or the other or fuse them, kind of. I thought that was.
And before they extended the endings, you chose your laser and saw like a 3-minute fucking cutscene that meant almost nothing.
I don't know. I didn't hate that as much. I also felt like the thing I wanted to have over, or 1 and 3 have over 2 the most is that their villains are good and the Elusive Man sucks.
The Elusive Man's cool. You're dumb.
The Elusive Man sucks, dude. He fucking
Nah.
he's like he got used in a Donald Trump commercial. He fucking sucks. He's like
Yeah, that did happen.
What's his name? I can't even remember his name in Mass Effect 1. This is a bad thing from our Saren is really fucking cool. And then when you finally meet who's mind controlling Saren, and you meet the first Reaper or whatever, that's fucking like legitimately terrifying and fucking like
Yeah,
a harrowing
that was
experience.
incredible. I agree with you. The story in 1 was not bad at all. 2 was the best.
And then in 3, I think fucking the Kylo Ren motherfucker is really cool. And your boss fight was him. I thought was like one of the best boss fights in all of the game. Also, the part
Kylo Ren was cool. Yeah.
going into the whole Geth like history and stuff like that. I thought that all that shit was fucking fantastic. And then 2,
Yeah, no, that's part of the reason Andromeda is such an offensive pile of shit, is because like there's that's a whole nother argument I'm not going to start.
I think 2 is better than Andromeda from what I played of Andromeda.
All 3 of them are better than Andromeda.
But and then just 2, I can't like I don't like 2 just felt like a big side quest to the rest of the story. And I don't know, it just I don't know.
No, and 2 was more about the development, like your relationship with the people on your ship, than the Reapers. It's like the time in between.
That's the coolest part, though, is the Reapers.
And the Reaper invasion, and it is. You're right. I agree. But the Reapers are still in 2 in
1 is in 2,
a less obvious sense, but they're still there and they're still a threat, and you know that. It's about building up to that Reaper threat. It's about like finding a way to subvert the fucking incoming Reaper threat, and then 3, it's just Reapers all the time, all day, the entire game.
That's why 3 is. I don't know. That's why 3 is cool. The definitive Mass Effect list is 1, 3, 2. With 2,
No.
and also the combat in 2 is better than 1, not as good as 3.
Doesn't even compare to 1.
It's better. I said it's better.
Infinitely better than 1. The combat in 1 is dog shit, and
but
I
like
love
they
those.
take all the RPG stuff out of it that like it made it cool. Like I
Don't. There's still a leveling system.
There's
It's-
like a
it's-
piss poor leveling system. Like it's like you have like 6.
It's
stats
dumbed
to
down.
choose
I'll
from.
give you that, and that does kind of suck. I wish there was more customization. And 3, that's why 3 has the best of the 3, obviously, as far as combat and leveling, is because there's more choice, there's more stats, there's more customization. I'd even go as far as to say Andromeda actually has the best like leveling and combat.
Yeah, I think like gameplay generally, like even if the story sucks and like they're missing some points or missing some marks, they're like gameplay generally. I think Andromeda has the best one.
Mhm.
But yeah, that is my hot take. I'm glad we could talk about that, Aaron. And have a
Yeah,
fun,
sorry, David and Shay.
That's cool.
discussion. Where do you guys come down at, David? What is your favorite Mass Effect?
I never played it.
What's your
Same.
favorite one? Tell me.
I
just
guess
what
it's
is-
1 because it's the only one I've played.
Great one.
That's
Great
fair.
choice. Great choice. You're meeting all the coolest
How do
characters
we,
in one, too.
Just real quick, what's everybody's opinion on Andromeda that played it?
It's not good.
Yeah, okay.
Didn't play it.
No, it's not good.
I'm starting to think that maybe Kingdom Hearts 1 is better than Kingdom Hearts 2.
That
Because-
would have been a good one. You should have said that.
Yeah, I know I should
Because
have, but
that's
I'm
just not
only
fair.
like halfway through 2. But like the combat is like infinitely better, but
In
everything
1?
else no in 2.
No, in
Oh, I was about to.
But everything else is like worse. Like the
Why?
story and the pacing and it just being super boring. Like 1 didn't have any of that. 1 was never like boring. 2 gets boring.
I definitely wouldn't say boring. That's when the dumb convoluted shit starts happening.
And it's
Kind of.
boring. The first like 6 hours are Twilight Town, and I'm like, this is so
Yeah, that's-
boring. I hate
I
that.
agree with you on that. The first like, I think 2 to 3 hours of getting out of.
Oh,
playing
I just wanted to
Roxas
kill
is bad.
myself. It's like this is
Yeah.
so stupid. So that's right now. That might be what I think, but I don't
That
have
was a good
enough.
one.
I know I don't have enough like experience to back it up too much.
Cool. But this has been the Current Gaming Podcast. My name is Charles Blades. You can find me on Twitter at Charles Tula. Yeah, that is my whole spiel about it. I had to burp, but I was like, trying to keep it going. Aaron, where can everybody find you?
Aaron M Weeks on Twitter.
Yeah, you been watching? You been keeping up with Big Brother?
Yeah, I haven't been tweeting about it or anything. We should have talked about it at the beginning. Dude, what are you talking about? Or what are you doing?
I didn't think about it. Who do you know? So you know who won HOH and all that?
Yeah, dude. Also, can we talk about those last 2 episodes? How there was like, it's like just psychological warfare at
Yeah,
this point.
pretty
Like that
much.
nobody's
It's real
even.
fucked up. It's just
Yeah.
it's just fucked up in that fucking.
It's like
house.
not okay.
Yeah, it's,
Even that's why I like Matt now, because Matt was like, "It's not our finest moment. It's
Yeah.
like not okay that we're doing this."
Yeah, no, it was pretty fucked up. It reminds me a lot of season 8, where Dick was just like a fucking like an evil person. Like he would like bang pots and pans at like 5 in the morning to wake everybody up, like the day before competitions, to like make sure they couldn't like play well and stuff like that. It was like really fucked up.
That reminds me too. Like Paul is a piece of shit at this point, as far as
You
I
think
can
so?
tell. Yeah, like he's literally just stirring the pot, starting shit as much as he possibly can.
See, like I'm not as like I don't know, like maybe it's because I liked him a lot last season, but also
I
like
was 100% with Paul until like the last 2 episodes.
like I don't know. I feel like fucking Cody and Jessica were just as big a piece of shits like at the beginning of the season, and like we all are just sympathetic to them now. Like I don't know. It's whatever.
Yeah, because there's some weird like psychological bullying going on. Like
But like they did the same shit at the beginning of the year when they were HO8. I don't know. It just-
not to that scale, not even close.
I guess. Yeah. It's interesting. Good. I bet Ramses is happy he got voted out now. He doesn't have to be a part of any of this.
Yeah, it's like a weird social experiment watching them fucking interact with each other at this point.
That's the fun of it. Cheyenne, where can we find you?
I'm on Twitter at poopflowers, and I don't ever talk about Big Brother. So if you want
So you heard that mute.
For those of you who hate Big Brother.
to,
Poop Flowers on Twitter. And David, where can we find you?
My guy Dave on Twitter and D_Morg at Instagram. On Instagram.
At Instagram.
at,
Mhm.
I am at Instagram. I was trying to. I told this to David. I got a new TV, and I was trying to set up Twitch on it. And I was like, you know, how you do like when you're setting up an account on like a TV. It's like go to www.whatever/activate or whatever.
Mhm.
And I went to twitch.com/activate, and then somebody has a Twitch account that's called Activate. So they just get all that whenever somebody's like setting up
So
their
good.
thing. It was the most brilliant thing I've ever seen. Great marketing from whoever that gentleman or lady is. Yeah, but this has been the Current Gaming Podcast, episode number 14. Peace.